Hey everybody, and welcome to a Tatter-a-fact here at the Girlz Inc. studio in Las Vegas. And I have a really special guest with me today. We've been hanging out at Cargateras.
Hoo-doo.
Yeah. So I told you I had a little kind of a surprise or something a little fun to tell you, but I wanted to tell you on camera.
Oh, great.
So when we started Tatter-a-fact, right? You were my very first guest. You knew that, right?
On the spot, I did, just like this conversation.
Right.
Okay.
Right, okay. So season 1 is done. So you're my very first guest for season 2. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I think we have some fans out there going, ooh.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's kind of cool.
Oh, that's so cool.
Because you got to have a season. We were talking about it with my team. It's like you got to have a season 1. You got to have a season 2. And so, yeah. So this is the first episode of season 2. So Tatter-a-fact made it through season 1.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And so our downloads have grown. I think we're approaching 6,000 downloads.
What?
Yes. And every week we have new followers, new listeners, and people finding the podcast and becoming big fans. And, so it's been really exciting. But, it was a learning curve. Right, Olivia? We've come a long way. We were just two girls that, I always wanted to do a podcast and then brought Olivia on. And we had Art, who you met yesterday. And it's just been learning and trial and error and figuring it out. And so
You've done great. I mean, you've got a lot of new things I see in here. Olivia, you look like you're just bossing this out.
She is.
It's so much fun to do this, but you're easy to talk to.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like talking to people. I like.
You're easy to listen to.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, being honest, that's why it's doing so well. Oh,
well,
look at me. That's cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's the guest too. You got to have interesting guests that have something also interesting to say.
Yeah. So it's been a whole one season.
It's been a whole one season. I think, what do we have? 22 or 24 episodes, I think? 26 episodes in our first season. Yeah.
So I know, and when someone starts a project, they have in mind, and it always shifts because you're an artist.
Yeah.
So is there one thing you didn't know that you knew about, you thought you knew about, that you didn't know until after it's over? I just want to know that.
Like, I didn't think camera angles. I didn't think the camera angles would be that difficult. We really struggled with that, right, Olivia? Like getting the right camera angles, like not having my mic in your frame when the camera goes to you. There's certain, like a person should be situated in a certain way on a frame, like not too much space behind them and a little space. There was those little things, very particular things that we learned from Art, because Art does podcasting. So it is an art form. So it was that. It was just...
So that was your biggest thing. You're like, I didn't think I had to know that much about angles.
About angles.
Because you're a beast at like your webinars that you're doing.
Yeah. And interesting...
Like, awesome.
Yeah. And interesting conversations. I wanted it to be organic and not like an interview. And just not be like a typical, like some of the, the podcasts that I've heard in our industry. I want it to be really, I don't want to say juicy, but I wanted it to be.
I like juicy.
Yeah. But interesting. I wanted to kind of dig deeper and get into things.
Yes.
And kind of peel back the layers and talk about some interesting stuff.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have something interesting to talk about. So you're out here visiting because, you're Cargateras, you own Spot On Beauty out of
Kansas City, Missouri.
PMU artist, and you do body tattooing.
Yep. And medical tattoos. So you're really big with your areolas. That's the only thing medical tattoos that I do right now and teach.
Yeah.
But I'm good on that.
Oh, that's awesome. And your work is really, really good.
Thank you.
So you're out here because you got a course going on the Girlz Inc. Academy, right? So, and we'll talk about what that is in a minute, but you have a course. So let's talk about, you're out here filming.
Yeah.
You were out here filming your procedure
all
day yesterday, long day, started at 9 a.m., finished about 6. So long day, super intense. We'll get into that. But let's talk about building an online course. I don't know if people really, unless they've done it, if they really get what goes into building a course, if it's going to be like good, like a really like
worth your money course, worth your time.
Worth your money course. I don't know if people, they think, I've had people say, yeah, I can have that done. I'll have that done in 4 weeks. I'm like, oh God, no, you're not going to have a really good course done in 4 weeks. So you asked me, what did I not know when I started a podcast? You teach hands-on, you've done some things. What didn't you realize you were getting yourself into?
Ooh, good flip of a question.
Right. And all that it entailed building an online course, not just an online course, but an online course, like,
ethically done right. At
a high standard.
So not a lot of my followers, they know me as the fun and outgoing comedian, or serious, no bullshit, no foggy smoke and mirrors with me.
Right.
And that's where my followers view me as. I've never had to be so serious with this because it was necessary, and I enjoyed that flex of being serious and doing my job. And that would be the biggest thing I've learned with me. I'm organic. I'm on the spot. I don't care about pressure. I love it. I thrive. Bring it. This seriousness with your attention to detail was inspiring, because you don't want anybody to think that it's not done to the highest standard, but it's ethically done right. Because online training, people sell the hell out of some stuff. Think about removal. They sell the hell out of removal. Yeah. They sell the hell out of, come to me, I'm a great artist. And then they didn't research. So people aren't researching what's the word?
Online training.
Online training.
Right.
Thank you. Sorry, right podcast. And that's the seriousness behind it, because it's not about, hey, perform, do your thing, because of how organic I am. I don't fake it. I don't plan to be who I am. That is what's, people don't understand the seriousness behind it. There is no, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, not in this house.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. It's inspiring because it's serious and ethical, because anyone can take a course and jack it up,
Yeah. And I'm super structured.
There you go.
And I think you learned that about me working with me. Like, I'm super structured. And I think people, people learn a lot of different ways. Like, different people learn differently. Some people learn and absorb by reading. They really like to read. Others don't learn as well by reading. I think they get bored with just a bunch of, words on a computer screen, right? So, I think, in the text part of the chapters, you have to have pictures to go along. So you don't get bored with just reading. You just a bunch of words on your computer screen, right? Even if it's really good education, it can get monotonous. It can tire the brain. I think, people start skimming or reading fast. But if there's pictures to break up the paragraphs, I think it's easier on the brain. I think it allows your brain to absorb better. And then there's other people that don't absorb well with reading at all. They like video. They like to watch. They like video, right? Like tutorials, latex tutorials, demonstrations, and then of course the actual procedure, tattooing the client, if it's a procedure video. So I'm really big on teaching many different ways.
Yes.
Video, latex, good chapters, good text, PowerPoint.
Well, you said something to me that resonated, that my clicked on button happened.
What was that?
All right. So you said, Kara, I'm creating like a movie, and that is our goal, to create this movie to where they're learning. They don't want to stop, and they're actually like interested.
Yeah.
That's how I teach all of my students when you're doing your consultations. I say, listen, consults, give them a quick rundown like they're watching a movie trailer. And I literally teach that almost every day.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
that's what helped me in this webinar of how it was going to go. And that's what motivated me on how to keep the motivation, keep it moving. So you are very organized, and you do not allow for that's good enough. Yeah. Not even a little bit, which is great.
Which sometimes can be a pain in the ass for
people who are sensitive. Sure. I'm like, get up, Taryn, let's go.
Yeah, but I think I was telling you guys, we were sitting out there earlier, you got your assistant Amber here today.
Yeah, Amber Davis is awesome.
She was awesome, and I can see why you need her, right? She's like your gardener, right? Because you're this wildflower, and she's your gardener. I'm the wildflower in my relationship with Kat. Kat's my gardener. But it's my response. I was telling you guys earlier, it's like, it's not just my responsibility that anybody that comes on to the Girlz Inc. Academy, that the course is good. The course is good. It reflects well on me or the Girlz Inc. brand. It's my responsibility, Cara, that it reflects well on you, Cara Gutierrez.
You continue to say that. I'm like, God,
it's true,
I believe
though.
you. I know.
And I take that. It's almost a burden for me, and I don't mean that in a wrong way, but it is a heavy burden.
You're setting an emotion.
I'm setting an emotion. If you get any negativity or any negative statements once your course launches, I will take that personally.
Yeah.
I didn't do my job well enough. I would bear some of that responsibility, and that's the God's honest truth. So I just feel a deep, deep responsibility to, of course, Girlz Inc., but any trainer that trusts me and the Girlz Inc. platform with their course. Mm-hmm. So, and that can be heavy. It can be heavy. So, but it's worked out well.
It's worked out so well, but your crew's great. And anyone that does, okay, so here's something. People ask me, oh, I love your work on whatever I do. Because I do brows, lips, eyeliner. I do all the little things that permanent makeup is offering. I love your work. Where's the webinar? Listen. If it's not to the webinar standard that Taryn Darling does, there's no way I would want to even do it. So you guys don't ask trainers who are training right now that you love to just put something out there quickly. Don't do that. It's just like saying, hey, I love how you microblade. You're awesome. Or anything that ink in the skin. Teach me. And they're not a teacher or they've barely done it.
Right. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Right.
Stop that. There's a reason why you're literally one of the top training academies. In my opinion, you're the top training. I'll say that. You are the top training academy. I love it because I've seen it and I've taken other courses. And it's like, yours is lean in, edge of your seat. I'm never getting bored. And the fact is your editing is not, okay, here's a brow, lip, eyeliner, whatever you teach. And then we're not going to see the follow through of that stroke or that ink in the skin. You are showing everything. So you're selling people who are undoubtedly amazing at what they do because they're going to prove it and you're going to make them on film, which is exciting because I love that.
Yeah. No, thank you. I appreciate that you recognize that. It was important that and I was also telling you that out there that if in the bed, with my powder brow or Amber's eyeliner or anybody on the academy, if they saw bleeding, if we experienced bleeding with our model for the academy, the student, whoever takes the course, that's what they experience. If we got bruising, we're not going to edit that out or go find another model with perfect skin. It's like whatever model we chose, that's the model we were stuck with, good, bad, or indifferent. And whatever we experienced, that's what the viewer experienced. Challenging skin, bleeding. We've had some of that on the academy. We've gotten lucky with some really pretty good skin, but that's realistic. That's everyday permanent makeup for the average permanent makeup artist, right? Challenging skin, older skin, even
jack the edits,
bleeding. Yeah. So we didn't go looking for perfect skin, perfect models. We really, really didn't. We just, brought in models and we filmed them and everything. We didn't edit anything. You know, we added them to make them within an hour, but like you said, we don't montage the video.
No, you don't.
No, we didn't clip
No,
any.
that eyeliner wing, you're gonna finish it, and you're gonna see how it finishes.
Exactly. Yeah, we didn't edit out any part of the tattoo.
Yeah, and then the prices that you're charging are very good, and they're worth it.
I think they're worth it. I wanted it to be affordable, you know? So I wanted it to be affordable, and
you're so respectful to what you're doing when you put it out there. You know, it's like, this is exactly what it's going to have on there, and your trailers to what it's going to be about. It's just worth it.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is like, y'all think it's easier to just put something on camera. Well, you know, I did say this to Amber. I said, you know, when you go to a nail shop, you may not know, I don't see you as being that one.
No.
You know, but you know, if you go to a nail shop and you get your nails done, you walk in and you're like, okay, that person was horrible. The whole shop is horrible.
Right.
Well, if you put out a bad webinar and you're looking for cheaper or just whatever, the reasons why you buy something that's a quickie.
Right.
And that's not up to the Girlz Inc. website.
Yeah.
Webinars. All webinars suck. That's how they're going to do it. The whole chop shop.
Yeah.
You're not a chop shop freaking
No.
webinar.
Yeah. One course on the Academy, if it's not high standard.
Yeah, you watch Girlz Inc. Academy webinars, you have a standard. You're the standard.
Yeah.
Well, look at your theme. You've been doing this for over 20-something years. You're a standard.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, whatever. God. It's awesome because I've been working with you for a while now on it. And you've gotten the seriousness that I've needed to have. Hell, that's why I've got...
Because by nature, you're not a serious person.
I'm not, because life guarantees negative.
By nature, I'm a serious... Well, Kat always tells me I'm serious. I don't see myself as a serious person, but I guess I am.
You're serious about doing things right and having fun.
Yes.
And authentic.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I mean, I can have fun and,
it's
you know,
fun.
goof off and stuff like that. But I guess I have a seriousness to me. That's what other people see. So it's interesting to ask, you know, when you ask your friends, what do you see, you know, how would you describe me, you know? And, and a lot of my friends, Kat, always, you know, you're serious. And I'm like, wow, really? So when I first started hearing that, I was like, I mean, is that how people see me? Like, like I'm serious. But I guess, would you say I'm serious, Olivia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I think you're seriously passionate, but
do you think
in
I'm
a good
playful
way.
too? I
Yeah.
think I have a playful side. And,
Yes.
you know, I have a playful side and I like to have fun, but I am serious. I think I just take my craft seriously. I take everything I produce and put out there really super seriously. It's a bird. I think I was telling you, Amber, it almost feels, it feels like it's a heavy load to carry when you're making projects that are worthy of someone paying for. You know, you just want them to be worthy. And
It's so worth it, you know. Well, I don't look at it as being serious. I just think, or that burden. I'm okay to sacrifice because I know how good this is going to be if you just go through this struggle in your career, work balance, which you've, you know, powered yourself into that. I'm working on balance and life and work.
Yeah.
So I think it's just more of a sacrificing your own, like, you know,
well,
for others.
You know, if in order to be built for success, you have to be built for the struggle.
Ooh, what?
Yeah,
Say it louder.
but it's true because in
Yeah.
order to achieve success, no one achieves success without struggle after struggle after struggle. That's just real. That's just reality.
Yep.
And I don't candy coat that. And certainly I have been through struggles after struggle after struggle. You know, you've been up. I always say, you know, business entrepreneurship, it's like contact sport.
Yeah.
And everybody's out to win. And not everybody plays the game fairly.
Right. I say
and-
there's no losers.
No.
There's just lessons.
Yeah, you win some innings, you lose some innings, you're up some innings, you're down some innings, and so through it all, I'm just somebody that's always kept my ethics.
Yeah.
Even when others may not have been ethical towards me, I think it's important to take the high road, keep your ethics, keep your moral compass, you know, on point, and and you'll achieve success, but you got to be built for the struggle, man. And if you're not built for the struggle, then you're not built for success. I really truly believe that, you know, because I think a lot of people see the other side. They see where someone successful is. They just see them where they are at their success, but they don't see the journey. They didn't see the journey. They didn't see behind the scenes. They didn't see, you know, the bad times and the times you have meltdowns and you just drop to your knees and cry or pray to Jesus to get you through this. You know, they don't see, or the anxiety, the self-doubt, you know, all those things that we all entrepreneurs, all business owners go through and have to work at, you know?
Yep.
So good. So, yeah. So, but you worked hard on your course, you know, and I know I was on your butt about, you know, this, that, and the other. And, but you were always, the thing about you, Karen, I know I was hard on you. I know I had to tell you some things that was difficult for me to tell you, like, you know, no, you know, your PowerPoint's not this, you need to do this, you need to do that, you know, this, you need to add pictures. I just was constantly.
It was simplifying for me. Like, oh, I can't word vomit everything. How am I going to teach this?
Yeah.
Well, there's that voiceover, or not voiceover, reading it, you know, and I'm like, okay. Because I want this, like you, to be the best, the most intense course to where you are learning, but ethically, so we don't have as many fluff ups.
We don't, exactly. But what I will say is I do feel I was demanding with you, right? I was.
I don't know. Like, you could feel, I don't feel that way because of the background in traditional tattooing that I have. It's just, that's how we learn and are taught. So I feel like you were teaching me how to do it.
I was teaching you, and I don't.
You did talk.
I am, and I'm pretty, like, you know, I'm pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
And what I will say about you is you were always like, okay. You always stepped up to the challenge. You were okay. Like, you never got discouraged. If you did get discouraged, you didn't show me. It was like maybe after we hung up the phone.
No, I got side-cut. I'm like,
or you were like this.
You were my energy shot. Like, I was like, let's do this or whatever. I was there for it. Seriously, that's why I urge people that are doing webinars or considering doing a webinar to get on the Girlz Inc. webinars and see how the angles and stuff, and just say, yeah. And then have fun with seeing what all it takes. It's not really a financial thing, more so as you're going to waste so much time. Because finances, you can be a bazillionaire, but how much is your time worth?
Yeah.
I can tell you, it wasn't. Some of the stuff I did on my own before, I was like, okay, come here, Terry.
Yeah.
I have questions because I thought I had it. I wasted time.
Yeah.
Precious time.
Yeah.
Well, hell.
I know. Well, I tried to tell you, but
you tried.
You try to tell everybody, you know.
She tried so hard.
Yeah, I think people don't understand until they're in the situation.
Yeah.
But I've you know, Kat told me early on, you're kind of like producer and director.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really interesting. And, you know, I've done a lot of classes now, you know, Amber's. I've just done a lot now, a lot. And
you're a well-oiled machine. That's never, I say you are a well-oiled machine, but you are so okay with learning something new.
Absolutely.
And you are, I relate to being this psychotic, like, focus in a good way. You're so focused to continue learning.
Yes.
You don't have it and you're done.
No, absolutely. You're always learning. And I always want the next course to be better, the next filming to be better, the next angle to be better. I mean, I'm always telling Olivia, you know, I mean, we just bought new equipment. You know, I'm always buying new video equipment, new this. I mean,
I know you keep raising the bar.
Well, but yes, but that's who I am. And if you're not raising the bar, evolving and progressing, in my mind, for me personally, I'm dead. I'm dying. If I'm not evolving, progressing, and getting better, I feel I'm dying.
Yeah,
that's me.